And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. And already we're underway here. Tries to dink it through. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. And the shot's on. Real chance! And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So, a breakthrough already. And Del Piero! Oh, what about that? That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And he's had a hit! Wonderful from Del Piero! Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
And now he has two. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Still very early, but the scoreline makes for grim reading here. Interesting ball. Oh, perfectly measured that. Shot a goal! And more, and more, and more! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Flamengo tear their opponents apart once again. They are utterly ruthless.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Now it's Del Piero. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And he's there to retrieve it. Now that looks a decent ball. No, he wasn't going to be fooled.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And that interception was most necessary. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Gabriel Jesus! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Van der Sar deals with it effortlessly. Zola. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. And it's Felipe Anderson. Pirlo has created one goal already. Felipe Anderson. And they're back on the ball again. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Paulinho. Now it's Felipe Anderson. Pinches it off him. Paulinho. Can he finish? He has done it! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well, this is intriguing.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Felipe Anderson, he's onside. Pirlo defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And now the breakaway. And it's Felipe Anderson. Oh, that's a key interception. Felipe Anderson. Jordan Henderson.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He can run onto that. Can he put it away?
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, that's well spotted. The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time.
Agentes de segurança de cada bloco, dirijam-se à sala de controle imediatamente. Substituição no time do Flamengo. Camisa 23.
And we're underway again. So, 45 minutes to turn it round.
Camisa 9. Camisa 13.
Felipe Anderson. Might be danger here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Pirlo. That has not gone well. And it's Felipe Anderson. Shifted upfield.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Goes in for the header! They've done it! It is no contest. It is a landslide.
Flamengo clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Now it's Paulinho. Looking for the runner. Gabriel Jesus. It's Gabriel Jesus! And he hits the net.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
They're still trying to make a game of this. Paulinho. Bale does well to stand firm and defend it. Felipe Anderson chasing after it. And it's Bale. Felipe Anderson. Felipe Anderson running with the ball. Turan. Spread it left. And it's Felipe Anderson. Now it's Paulinho. It's a really well-measured ball. Felipe Anderson really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Great work on the overlap. Bale. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Aim forwards. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Over to the left. Showing great feet there. Zola finds himself offside.
Substituição no time do Flamengo.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Camisa 8, camisa 10. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 5.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Camisa 15. Teremos uma substituição.
Gabriel Jesus does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
He might be in here! Big chance! Sticks it away! And that really is so impressive. So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Gets a good foot in there. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Bale takes control of it and he's on the move.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
That's headed upfield. Played out to the right. Well seen, saw that coming. Now who's going to be first to this? This could be their final throw of the dice. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. And he's gone backward here. He's gone for goal! Big relief, it just needed better contact. And that's it. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Well, how will we look back on that? Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And here's Rashford. He might be in here! Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Pass is just off target. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Gabriel Jesus. And it's played forward.
Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Rashford. It's Rashford! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Gabriel Jesus. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes, so we're seeing some conservatism here.
Strong running down that left flank. And it's Felipe Anderson. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And the pass is intercepted. Paulinho. Cantona. Messi. Robson. He's tried one! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Corinthians with the corner, they're first. Messi with the short one. And that's been drilled. Rashford! And he's gone looking for safety. They've won a corner. Have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. Felipe Anderson. Now it's Gabriel Jesus.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, that's a key interception. Rashford. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's being chased here by an unwelcome guest.
Rashford really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Gabriel Jesus. Felipe Anderson. Messi. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Paulinho. Now it's Paulinho.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Messi. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Messi! Messi! And he's managed to get rid. Felipe Anderson. And it's Cáceres. Can he finish? Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Gabriel Jesus.
This is the time you need that pace.
And he's intervened well there. Rashford. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Messi. He's had a shot! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. And as if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. Reflections on the first half?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
Well, you'd have to say it's a game that has very much lived up to the pre-game expectations. Passions running pretty high, rivals going at each other 100 miles an hour. You wonder whether they can keep this up. Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, the first half didn't really produce the goals we'd have liked. Hopefully they've been saved for the second. For that to be the case, though, we'll need to see more energy and invention early on.
This game, his 100th for the team. And it's been taken straight back. Robson tries a shot, and in again, and it's a goal!
Boom! There we go, and it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
It's Rashford! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Rashford clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Chooses to go back. Great chance! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Lobbed in behind. Gabriel Jesus! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Now by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Referee's given a throw. And he's managed to gift it back. And that has been knocked clear. Good running, strong and purposeful. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Nice sequence of passes, this. Paulinho. Cleared away. That's a throw.
Substituição no time do Corinthians. Camisa 3, camisa 6, camisa 10, camisa 23,
Gomez.
camisa 15.
And here's Felipe Anderson.
Para a entrada
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
camisa
Well,
13.
considering they're only one down, they're closer to...
And the finish! Oh, that's incredible!
Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. You know, I love watching football like this. Easy, effective, 1-2 and bang. Thanks very much.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Oh, now can they counter? Oh, they've broken out here, and this could be the moment. And it's Cáceres. Cáceres, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Isak. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Felipe Anderson. Beckenbauer gets across to intercept that. Moved on forwards. Vermeer. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now that's a fine challenge. Now that's well seen too. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Ball's gone out of play. Cleared without hesitation. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Played out to the right. Good ball over the top.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Nice interception, well timed. Vermeer.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. He's shifting through the gears here. Aimed in towards the centre. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. The job is done. They have the point they needed. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Look, this was more about getting things out of the way.
Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football to which we look forward immensely. It's hardly a surprise that everybody has come here in their droves, this being a fixture that has received so much coverage in the days leading up to it. And it's good to see that we have a good contingent of visiting fans by the look of it too. The atmosphere is amicable, the conditions do bring out the best in everyone, and I think we're all looking forward to a feel-good game. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. We have already started here. Well, the defence proved... Has a goal! Decent enough try.
We're talking fine margins, very fine margins.
Paulinho, and he's had it nicked away. Fabinho, for Messi. Gently done. Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Sao Paulo clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He's a sharp little ball here. Can he latch on to this? And they're not going to make any further progress now. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
The fullback is in acres of space here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Paulinho passes, hits one! He's scored! It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
So we have our breakthrough. Can he finish? And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Oh, it's come loose. Now, what about a counter-attack? Gets his pass away. Now, can he find a finish? You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Tries to dink it through. Now that looks a decent ball. Marquinhos. Azar. And it's Fabinho. Thinks one through. That's been cut out, well played. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And no surprise, that's a booking. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Looking for options for movement. And through to the goalkeeper. And that has left him in a heap. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, good read. Could move up a gear here. Looking for the run. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's got away. And the shot! It's in! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
He's found a way through. Has a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Molina. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
And the volley. That is quite some save from Waverton. And the first half is done. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Well, it's been an enthralling game so far, this meeting of regular rivals. High intensity, high in passion. Tough game for the officials to this point, but that is unlikely to change. It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time. And the game has already resumed here. And that interception was most necessary. Well seen, saw that coming. Decent hit! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And now they can spring out of defence. Messi! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
No, again, there's no way through. Paulinho.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Paulinho aims beyond the defence. He's onside. Can he finish? They are rampant. And the lead is 3. It is surely done.
Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
A case now of complete control. Played with finesse. He's had a hit! Oh, the ball's come loose here. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Sao Paulo, corner number 2 then. They've played it short. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
He is through here. Shot could be on. Marquinhos getting this one clear. It's a good spell of possession, this. Now then, the ball's come loose. Chance to shoot now. Jordi Alba can get it clear.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's lofted through here. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Played out to the left flank. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Now it's Paulinho. Real chance here! Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. That is a great ball. Has a shot!
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
And that's been intercepted.
Look, it's a run defences dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Look at the space here. Paulinho. And the shot! Really well taken goal. And he is just ripping it up. Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Substituição em andamento.
Good steal, he just read it. Paulinho. Tries to dink it in. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Just eases him off the ball.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Marquinhos. And here's Kane.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Now it's Paulinho. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Now the finish! Goal! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
It's become a case of men against boys.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
It's Kane! Oh, he really got hold of that. Bellingham. He's shifting through the gears. There's the shot! And now the hit! Brought out the best in the keeper.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And he gets rid in a hurry. And the ball's gone astray. Time added on 4 minutes. He's picked his way through. And the finish! And that may well be that. That is that. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite. Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. As you can see, there's been a terrific atmosphere here. There is great expectation, excitement, and it has built nicely in these idyllic conditions. Conditions which are certainly playing their part in creating a glorious ambience. It's quite a struggle to get in here, points of access hard to come by, and an awful lot of people gathering to get through the gates, but regardless of that, there's a great feel here and much excitement for the game ahead. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And as you can see, we've already started here. Just eases him off the ball. In with the challenge. Played out wide.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Oh, he is not giving. And the shot! And there's an early warning shot across the bow.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Passing is crisp and sharp, and he's intervened well there. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
This is the time you need that pace.
Nicely spread. Can he spark a counter here? Neymar. Mohamed Salah. It's Salah! Goal! Corinthians! Corinthians take the lead!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
He's a sharp little ball here. Yet another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
Ah, quality dessert.
He's had a shot! Serginho. Nakata. And it's Salah. First quarter of an hour gone.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Paulinho. A searching ball that into space. Saka. And it's Nakata. Fabinho. Passing nice and neat. Felipe Anderson. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Azar. And it's Neymar. And he's managed to get free. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And it's Nakata. And here's Neymar. Now there's a fine ball. Tries a shot! Has a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Yeah, on another occasion, all that went wrong may come right.
Hazard. Looking for options for movement. Good read, needed to be. He's going to be disappointed with that. Aims beyond the defence. That's a little off target. And here's Neymar.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Could be danger here. He's had a hit! Corinthians with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And the header! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Oh, nicely intercepted. So what can they make of this? Looks to go up and over. And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. It's a good spell of possession, this. Marquinhos.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Engages and forces him off the ball. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Ball's gone out of play. And it's Felipe Anderson. Paulinho. Felipe Anderson. Can he finish? Just off target.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Felipe Anderson. Now it's Paulinho. And he was quick to react. Gently done. Serginho. Now it's Felipe Anderson. Felipe Anderson cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
That is good alertness. We are into stoppage time.
That's going in strongly.
And that's been intercepted. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Well, it's been an enthralling game so far, this meeting of regular rivals. High intensity, high in passion. Tough game for the officials to this point, but that is unlikely to change.
Substituição.
Here we go again.
I think they've got to go out at the start of this second half now and set a tone that smacks of intent and determination. Should they manage it, I think they can find a way back.
Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, it looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circuit. He's gone for it! Decent enough try. Now this could be a chance. No way through there. Oh, they could break here. Now it's Paulinho. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Now it's Paulinho.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. De Ligt. Shifted upfield. Paulinho. Floated up and over. Neuer comes out and deals with it. And he's quick to snatch it back.
That's so good and so often seen nowadays. Don't give them time to think on the ball.
That has been slung wide. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating.
Now the finish! Yes! They have hauled themselves right back into it. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, they've broken out here, and this could be the moment. And it's Nakata. Serginho. Oh, that was vital. Paulinho. That has not gone well. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And the break is on. Oh, that's fabulous. This might spell take. Hits one! That's a little off target. Paulinho. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Plays a sharp little ball here. Felipe Anderson. Can he get it through? Can he put it away? And the follow-up. We've got a goal! And the comeback is complete. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Substituição no time do Corinthians. Camisa 27, camisa 7, camisa 22. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 17, camisa 19. Ronaldinho, camisa 23.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, there is that saying, Peter, that if it isn't broke, don't try and fix it. But I suppose you don't want to risk anything in a game like this.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping.
Shapes to shoot! Lewandowski! Dispatched clinically. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Oh, Peter, you can't teach that. You either have it or you don't. His anticipation is on another level to everyone else's. Superb.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This is quite a battle.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Oh, good read.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Referee has just said play on. Ronaldinho. Well timed, excellent interception. And he cuts out the supply.
Well, both sides.
That could spell trouble. And he's away. Oh, he's got a big chance! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Foram indicados 4 minutos de acréscimo.
Passes short and sharp. De Bruyne. It's Ronaldinho. Played out to the left flank. He is through here. Interesting ball. Alexander-Arnold cuts out the pass. And the referee brings it to a close. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, that really did fly by. It's one of these games where everything progresses at 100 miles.